Hi everyone, C Chronicles here. Thank you so much for joining me today. If you're here for the first time, my content is mostly fragrance reviews, fashion videos, lifestyle content, and a lot more. So if that sounds like something that interests you, please do consider subscribing. Now, if you're returning, thank you so much for always supporting this channel. You are appreciated. Kindly give me a follow on Instagram. I go by the name C Chronicles on Instagram. Today I have a fragrance comparison video. What I've decided to do is for the ones that I actually have in person, I'm going to be giving you comparisons as well for people that want to know whether some of these dupes are even worth going after. So what I have today is a sample of Lattafa Afaq. It is spelled A-F-A-Q, okay? So I'm deliberately calling it Afaq just because if I put the Q there, you know what it's going to sound like. So this is Lattafa Afaq from the Lattafa Pride collection, and I'm going to be comparing it with my Rouge Malachite from Money Privé, okay, the Privé line. I'm going to spray Rouge Malachite here, and I'm going to spray this one here. I have given these fragrances a test run, so this is not like something that I am doing right here, right now, okay? That is Rouge Malachite. I'm going to hold it on the side where I have sprayed it, and then I am going to spray this sample here, and then I'm going to tell you my thoughts, okay? Now, I'm here just to help you make a decision on whether or not it's close or whatever. Rouge Malachite has tuberose, pink pepper, and clary sage as the top. Also has tuberose again in the mid and in the base. And then in the mid again, it's got jasmine sambac, it's got some ylang ylang, it has benzoin orange, blossom, and some cashmerean. And then it's got amber, right? That is what you are to expect from Rouge Malachite, in case you need the notes. And then Afaq is listed as having pear cassis, and then in the mid it's got the tuberose, and then it's got jasmine as well, and then in the base it's got cashmere and sandalwood. So you can see that there is a bit of some duplication with the notes, but not all of them. There is a semblance between the two. Rouge Malachite opens up like with an intense indolic, heady, like rich fragrance, and I think this is especially because of the triple dose of tuberose. So I really get a heady fragrance, something really a very in your face kind of loud fragrance from the opening, and it stays like this all through and mixes perfectly with other white florals because it does also have jasmine sambac and it also has orange blossom, so it mixes well with those. So it's not like it's just going to be all tuberose. You are going to smell a bit of some jasmine there, okay, but it is very dense. That is what I get from Rouge Malachite. I get a really dense fragrance with a piercing sharp clary sage, and I think that is what I would call the parting statement between these two. I'm not completely convinced that Lattafa Afaq only has the notes that Lattafa has put there. I think they have deliberately maybe skipped some notes. Maybe they have deliberately skipped the triple dose of tuberose, or at least the double dose of it, because I get a very heavy tuberose scent here. The notes listed for Lattafa Afaq are pear and cassis in the top, like I did say, and then the tuberose and the jasmine. So they share the same tuberose. They share both share tuberose, both share jasmine, both share what else? I think cashmere. Where Lattafa has gone a different route is that it says it's got sandalwood, pear, and cassis. I will agree that this one opens up a lot fruity, okay? It opens up with like a very evident, like a juicy crisp in a way, pear, and it has a like wafts of black currant, which I think, because black currant is not there, but I think it's from the extract of the cassis, so I do get like a really fruity top here. But the tuberose quickly makes an entrance almost immediately, the tuberose and the jasmine, but then with this one I get a fragrance with less intensity. I don't get the same intensity, which is what I get here, like a dense in your face kind of heady scent. I don't get that. I get like a I'm not gonna call this light. This is also heavy in its own right, but I'm only saying this one gives me like a lighter, like a lighter opening, a lighter tuberose, and not that it's a weak fragrance. It's not, it holds its own, but compared to this one, you get like a lighter take of everything. So it lacks that intensity that Rouge Malachite has, okay? And it also keeps this fruitiness that dances with the white florals almost all through, okay? It keeps it from start to finish. That's what I get from Afaq. You will get that, which is something that you don't get. I don't get fruitiness from here. I get a lot of tuberose. And where these seem to kind of go different directions is If you've used Rouge Malachite, you will probably agree that it has like a sharp clary sage, and the sharp clary sage in this one comes across as forward in that lavender feel. Lavender here, I think, gives it off like a piercing thing that you keep feeling there. So amidst this triple dose of tuberose and those white florals, you get a piercing lavender, and to me it's really distinctive. I get this a lot, and I think that is what separates this two. So while this one stays a fruity tuberose, a floral kind of affair with a little bit of some greenness there, but leaning more fruity, a bit creamy because of a creamy tuberose that is added there. This one distances itself a little bit because of that lavender feel of the clary sage. This one also has like ylang-ylang that turns a little bit like banana-y. That's what you get here, whereas this one just, you know, gives you that it stays on that melody. Now, in terms of is this one inspired by this one, I'm almost certain that this is an inspiration. But then again, I've got to say this could be inspired by this. It could be inspired by Mimo Mafa. This on its own is a beautiful fragrance. But having said that, I cannot again distance it from this. And if you go on, on Fragrantica, for instance, you will see that this has some semblance to the two that I've just mentioned, because the tuberose in this one, as well as in Oud Bouquet and in Mimo Mafa, they're almost like a similar tuberose with a little bit of some creaminess. There is a powderiness there, you know, so you're gonna get that, and I get kind of that. But in terms of the the dosage of the powderiness, this one is less powdery. This one stays fruity, it stays creamy. The tuberose is very evident in here. A little bit of some woods, possibly because of an addition of woods there in the base. You are gonna get that, but definitely they have the same vibe. Would somebody mistake you as, would somebody think you were wearing Rouge Malachite if you were wearing this one? Probably, probably. I'm gonna say probably, because this one is more sophisticated, guys. I get a sophisticated fragrance here. I get a little bit of everything, but very heady as well. Also beastly, it's also like in your face. I am here, I'm assertive, I'm here. This one tends to be a little bit tamed. Okay, this one's a little bit tamed, more safe. Okay, more safe, but really beautiful. I mean, definitely beautiful. And I can see why men maybe don't favor this one, because it does lean a lot feminine. But that clary sage thing there is the reason why I cannot just conclude that, oh, this is 100% inspiration or whatever, because I think that exclusion of that those wafts of lavender in this one makes this one lean, a little bit everywhere. But if you have a nose for this and you're completely in love with this, then you might want to buy this. You might just want to buy this as an extra. It is affordable. You might just want to buy it for the bottle. I personally gave away mine because I didn't feel I needed both. The differences were there, but barely, there, but barely there. So I ended up giving away mine. And then in terms of rating, I would say there is a 50% similarity between these two. So in terms of whether you want to purchase or you want to try it, definitely. If you've smelled this and you smell this, it's not going to throw you off. You are going to feel as though you have put your nose on either this or either this, if you had one or the other. CeeChronicles is my name. Thank you so much, guys, for joining me today. I was talking about Lattafa Afaq from Lattafa Pride Collection and comparing it with Rouge Malachite from Amani Privé. I hope this video is helpful, for you to decide, or you just want to know what scent profile this leans towards. You can try this one, or if you can afford the original, then, by all means, go ahead and buy the original. Thank you so much for joining me today. Let's meet in the comment section. Let me know what you think of both fragrances, if you own both of them, or whether this was helpful. Like, share this video, turn on post notifications. That way you will be notified anytime I upload a video. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, smelling good is a form of good manners. Cheers.